almost 30 years of my life was told to be made whole. To end up like the guy from Sydney, New York. I expected to be murdered and all that because they said they were going to kill me. But the cruelty of the men who kept this going, and they choose not to go after the ones who did this. They were preserved. Wasn't bad enough you knocked off my mother. November. This is even different than a suicide because you can always stop and change course, and it's your decision. This was not my decision, and this I did not do. Got me off from everything about life, all the milestones and more. So as I was reading the results earlier, if I'm understanding, I think there's something on the heart too, and cancer. Wasn't it everyone to blame for this? We know players. We're going to make sure never bothers you again. Shouldn't have alienated you. Therese was negligent and incompetent. Never should have been harassed. I mean, getting up makes me tired. So I don't see there's any future now. That's why it would be wrong if the trash doesn't win. I think it's time that everybody else has a taste of the justice that I've been served. Didn't want to do anything for me. Dismiss, utilize my disabilities to frame others. Set them up, seduce some of my artwork. This one I did a photo of New York City. They wanted me to take their picture. They had brass knuckles and everything. Under the 4. I bet they're not alive today. That was in the late 80s. I was still going to college. I'm really supposed to care. The psychic did predict this. And that it was those men that were cruel, not so much the trash because they didn't know any better. I gave Cheney a donation. Don't matter if I hate her. It's justice. And if this is a cancer, if I'm reading it, that is the lymph nodes, heart, rather do chemo then. Sounds like I'm all done. And when I walk, I feel it. I've lost over 10 pounds since July 14th. It's hard to put anything on, even though I've lost weight. There's shit on my liver. I think it's behind the liver. And it sounds like the gallbladder's fucked up too now. They would never let me rest. They drove my mother right to her death. That's the pig cops. And people want to back the blue. No, fuck them. The criminals, if they can use and destroy you to set up others and preserve other people, they will. They don't care about. They don't care about justice and everything. It's like a YouTube. Crime victims don't have a right to know. Excuse me. This crime victim was also a material witness. The pigs like the cops and more. That if I had my chance to say anything, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of their trash. And yet the whore had them all by the curly hairs. 30 years older than me, she had them all. She had the local Republican Party and the members involved, the district, the board, the school lawyer, the board lawyer. She had them. Had them all. And I bet she went to New York State. He would have had a big lawsuit and more. How did that fucking Russian fat bastard pull this off? And to the cops, fuck you. I think you're despicable. Talk about Cheney and all that bunch. You deserve Biden. You deserve Pelosi. You deserve it all. I hope gas goes up to $10 a gallon and all you get broken. And you bastards that can't even go to college. I went to college. I earned a master's, 54 graduate hours. What bright son of a bitch thought it was a brilliant scheme to set that slut up on me? Doesn't matter now. Like that song, Buy For Me the Rain, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. I have become a gravestone to my head. And you've all smiled and made you happy, but it did nothing for me. I can't get over the cruelty. That psychic said it. And that if I back up those guys when they want to shake that bunch down, I would be classified the biggest fool of all time. I can't believe this.